Greetings everyone, welcome in MechWarrior Online. Today's video contains small disclaimer because I made a slight error in the last video I made about MechWarrior Online news. Also, I said the other thing in such a way that it was not really clear what I meant by what I said. So I decided to clear that out, and also since a lot of you asked me, do I think new legendary mechs are pay to win and should I buy them? By you, I mean you, viewers, players, not me. I will make my own decisions. We will also briefly talk about that. Since I don't want to bore you, here is nice video from last Solaris event. Heavy Inesphere mechs bashing each other over the head. Spoiler alert, there will be a lot of that. I mean, heavy Inesphere mechs from the last event. Why? Because I like 1v1 and 2v2s in this game. Okay, here we go. So, the mistake I made was, while reading the hardpoints for new legendary Shadowhawk, I told you it have 3 missile hardpoints and 3 ballistic hardpoints, which is obviously not true. If you zoom hard enough, yeah, thanks Dan for this very big picture of MechLab, you can clearly see it have actually 3 ballistic hardpoints in left torso, 3 missile hardpoints in the right torso, but also 1 missile hardpoint in the head and 1 in the CT, for 5 missile hardpoints in total. So that was my mistake. Also, what I didn't said clearly enough, or apparently I said it in my head only, or I edited it out. Don't ask me, my head works in mysterious ways. While reading the quirks for the scattershot, that is the Shadowhawk, I didn't said clearly enough that LBX spread and medium range missile spread and missile spread plus numbers, which mean the LBX and missile spread on scattershot, the name duh, are bigger than usually, not smaller. I even mentioned that when saying that this mech will probably not be a comp candidate because comp player usually go for something more pinpoint. So in my head it was obviously quite clear what I meant. But after reading a couple of comments and rewatching my own video, I realized that either I edited out some important parts or I said some stuff only in my head. So there you go. And now the next part. Do I think the new legendary mechs are pay to win? And should you buy them? Well, I think we should go about this for each mech individually. So, Fafnir. Is Fafnir pay to win? Well, in my head, pay to win is A. You can do certain stuff only in this particular mech, and B. The certain stuff you can do is so overpowered that you basically need to have the same mech to counter it. So, first of all, Fafnir, Juggernaut. Well, no other mech in game, no other Inesphere assault mech can have 8 ballistic slot. Not even the Annihilator. Annihilator can have maximum of 6 ballistic slots, but Fafnir can have 8. So first condition is definitely there, no other mech can do that. On the Inesphere side, on the clan side we obviously have Direwolf Ultraviolet, or rather Direwolf with Ultraviolet Omnipods. So is Fafnir so much better than Ultraviolet? Honestly, I don't think so. While yes, the Inesphere AC2s are better, at least in my opinion, than clan counterpart, you cannot deny the fact that the clan ones are not weak. You have more range on the clan version, Direwolf have velocity quirk, which means they are also way faster than on the Fafnir, and they are lighter. So all in all, Direwolf have a longer reach. Thanks to the weight saving, it will be way more cool running, and the projectile speed is better. So it doesn't sound like Fafnir is better than Direwolf in 8 AC2 department, and that's about the only thing that makes the Fafnir stand out. All the other builds, basically all the sane builds, you can do on Annihilator, for example, and in my opinion Annihilator is better mech than Fafnir, maybe except heal picking. So no, Fafnir Juggernaut is definitely not pay to win. But should you buy it? Well, if you love AC2 spam, then the answer is definitely yes. But is it worth the price they are asking for it? Well, for me, no, but that opinion will vary from player to player. So I'm afraid, while I don't think this mech is pay to win, you need to make your own educated decision about buying it or not. I didn't. Next, Madcat Moonwalker. Well, okay. Again, can you make the same builds on other mechs as you can do on Moonwalker? And the answer is again, yes, you still have Direwolf. Is Madcat a better ballistic platform than Direwolf? No, I don't think so. While yes, Moonwalker will accelerate and decelerate faster than Direwolf, and is slightly more agile, it is simply because it's 10 tons lighter. And that means you have 10 tons less to do whatever you want to do with the mech. And if you are spamming ballistic, that's a huge difference. So, while you can do all the builds you would dream of on the Moonwalker, you could make them on the Direwolf, the vice versa is not true. You cannot do all the builds you can do on Direwolf on the new legendary Madcat. It's simply too light for it. Also, Direwolf have way better quirks than the Moonwalker. So automatically Moonwalker is not pay to win, because you can do the same or better on the Direwolf, which is definitely not pay to win. Now the next part of the question, should you buy it? Well, in my humble opinion, it is very powerful mech. In terms of ballistic platform, it is the second most powerful clan mech in existence right now, after Direwolf. And it is incredibly easy to get the great results on it. And it feels way lighter and more agile than Direwolf. So it's very pleasant to play in comparison to Direwolf. In my opinion, this mech is definitely worth the price they are asking for it, if you are liking assaults and if you are liking ballistic. Because while yes, you can do certain missile builds on it also, I wouldn't waste this mech for it. There are mechs that are way better in the missile ballistic mixed department in this game than Moonwalker, and you should stick to ballistic on this Madcat. Oh, and yeah, I bought it, and I'm happy about it. So, now the Shadowhawk Scattershot. While yes, this mech is not out yet, we do know what Shadowhawk is, and we clearly see the quirks for the new one. So, first question. Is there any other medium in a sphere mech that can do what this Shadowhawk will do? Well, not in the DPS department. Straight up. This will be a side of Rags, but come on, Rags are silly weapon and they are used only to farm people. You need to stare people down with Rags, and competent opponent will just fire at you, twist away, fire at you, twist away, and suddenly you're dead. This one will be in the similar category. That's why I said that I don't think it is a competitive material. That said, it will be very, very easy to get huge damage numbers with this mech. thanks to the massive DPS. So, first part of the question. Is there any other mech that will give you as much DPS gain, as much damage numbers in short time as this mech? No, I don't think so. With this one, well, depending on how the spread quirks will work, you can sit outside of close range brawling range. Wow. So you cannot compare this to some heavy machine gun spam, to some heavy machine gun or SRM spam. It will be superior to that, probably. As I said, we need to see the spread quirks in action. And the second part of the question now, should you buy it? Well, that will again depend on you. So let me rephrase that. Is this mech worth the price they are asking for it? For certain people, yes. If you like to play medium mechs, if you like to rack up massive damage numbers with ease, and you do not care that they are not very precise damage numbers, like you cannot hunt for CT or side torso from 500 meters with this one. Think about it as MERM platform, or LARM platform, or LBX platform. You are not using those from 500-600 meters. This one will be the same. You need to be closer than that. So, if you like those things, then yeah, this mech is definitely worth the price. As for me, as you know, I am not a huge fan of medium mechs. While I do like Shadowhawks, I am not a massive fan of things that cannot hit precisely. Yes, I love to brawl, but this is not a brawler material, not really. So I think I will pass on this one. But so far, this mech is closest to pay to win from all the mechs I mentioned for now. At least in my opinion. Because simply there is no other mech in the game that will do that things that this one is capable of. And now the next one, the last one. More order to see, the Dreadnought. Okay, so, first condition. Is there a mech in this game that can do the same stuff as this new Marauder will do? Well, yeah, again, Direwolf would be the closest competition. You can definitely put 4 LBX-10 and bunch of small lasers on Direwolf. Probably more small lasers on Direwolf actually. From top of my head, you could put even more small lasers than on this Marauder. Though ammo will be tight, I will not lie. Don't get me even started with Inner Sphere, because Inner Sphere definitely can have the same build on the Annihilator. So, is this mech better than Direwolf or the Annihilator with the same setup? Well, it will be more agile, I give you that. It will be faster, I give you that. But the Direwolf and Annihilator will have the same or probably better firepower, and they will have definitely more sustain, thanks to the fact that they are 100 tonners, so more armor, more structure, stuff like that. And Annihilator CT is slow very nicely, so that helps with tanking too. So straight up, this mech is not unique in that regard. Yes, it have quirks that make it unique, and I talk about consumable slot, strategic strike capacity +2. We need to see how this one will work, because this is very interesting quirk, and I like the way they are going with it. But the build itself is not unique. At least 2 other mechs in the game can do the same, and arguably will be better at it. And the second part of the question, should you buy it? Well, if you like mix of ballistic and laser, and if you like assault mechs, then yeah, you can try it, definitely. Just be aware that the same builds you are able to do here, you can do on Kodiak, Annihilator and Direwolf. So there will be people out there that can do the same stuff as you will do, and arguably better, and they didn't pay the real money for it. So is it pay to win? I don't think so. Is it very powerful mech? Yeah, you bet your ass it is. Will I buy it? I'm on the fence, to be honest. I am on the fence. Maybe. Alright, and with this one I will leave you for today. I will wrap up here. So, I hope you enjoyed this little video. As I said, there will be definitely more 1v1 and 2v2's video in next couple of days. And I hope I cleared the questions you had after my last news video. Well, drop me a like, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button to get the notification about the new videos. See you later, everyone.